Hello guys, I'm Davis and today we're going to make a kid's bed. To be honest, this was a project I started 2 years ago, but never finished. And my only excuse is I don't have kids, so I don't really need a kid's bed. So that's it for today. Just kidding. Let me explain my laziness while I'm assembling this bed. My colleague sketched the first concept bed and we made the parts, but there were some components that didn't fit together as they were supposed to. Some joints were too loose. So a couple of months later we cut some parts that would fix the loose joint problem, but it didn't. It actually made it worse. The joints were too tight since the new parts were cut from a 0.5 mm thicker plywood sheet. Months later I decided to upgrade the design and cut one more bed. This time I sent the files to my local woodworker and he cut the parts for me. I guess there was some misunderstanding about the sheet thickness and he used a toolpath correction function which basically offsets the toolpath by defined distance so the joints would fit together nicely. Well, some joints did fit, but some didn't. Fast forward a year and a half and we are here. Since I didn't want to invest more money in the third bed and I didn't want to spend hours on sanding the joints, I decided we're gonna use some components from the second bed and also some components from the first bed. Together they fit nicely. So far we have assembled the supports for the first and the second floor and also the ladder. I will try to assemble these parts. As we can see, they don't fit together, and here is why. This is the outline for the part that you would open in your CAM software. If you offset the toolpath in order for other joints to fit, you compromise this joint, since the new offset contour line is here. So in order for all joints to fit nicely, you would have to sand double the offset distance. So in this case, it's approximately 1 mm. And I really don't want to sand 1 mm for 16 joints like these. And I bet neither would you. So you can avoid these kind of problems by adjusting the sketch to your plywood thickness and staying away from offset function for joints like this. Luckily for me, the first version had these joints done nicely, so I will use some of the parts from that project. As we can see, the frame is rigid, so let's quickly assemble the second one. It's time to put all the components together, and then I will show you one more thing that I have learned during the project and many others that I have made since. We have assembled the bed, but in my opinion, it could look better than it does. Let me explain you why. Since we have taken components from two similar beds, we have completely different styles of parts. Obviously, the plywood color and the texture differ, but that's not it. The corners of these parts conflict. If all parts had round corners like this, the end result would be way better. Also the cuts here. If the white parts had the same type of cuts on the sides, the color difference wouldn't affect the end result that much. In fact, it might actually improve the overall looks. These little details matter. When you're sketching something for yourself, try to keep the same style for all your components. It will have huge impact on the end result. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also subscribe. See you next time.